Here's the former Auburn kicker Daniel Carlson to get this one started. And off we go from M&T Bank Stadium. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
At their own 28-yard line.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
You look at the defense for these Texans.
And they're a unit that struggled some against the run, no doubt, coming in 25th out of 32 teams.
And the focus now is making sure that they're hitting on all cylinders as they head into the playoffs. And that means they've got to stop the run better. Because playoff football...
And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. A great effort there. 69 yards.
And the Ravens go down the field in just 2 plays to take the early lead.
Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game.
7, Texans nothing. Chase McLaughlin set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. Now they can't bring him down. They're able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. Looking to put a drive together. May now off the bootleg. Man open, that's Jamar Chase complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That one goes for 24 yards.
Defense gives up a touchdown the opening drive. Offense, you got to want to get out there and get those points back right now.
And that's a sharp throw there to get this drive off to a good start. Now a first carry here for the running back.
And some solid footwork there as he'll take this down to about the 38. 15 more yards there and quickly another first down.
And the Texans first down.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And they're going to stop it right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Here's May.
And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Almost feels like anything you can do, we're going to try and match or do better. We've already seen one touchdown pass from the opposition. They tried to equal it on that throw.
They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10.
They'll throw with May.
Now he'll tuck this and run. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown.
Jamar Chase
with career touchdown number 109. That ties it with Barry Sanders on the all-time NFL list.
And the Texans are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And we are tied at 7.
Daniel Carlson set to kick off.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes...
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Paulson Adebo. To the air, May.
Left side here taken in by Metcalf. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and it's second down.
6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the Ravens' 19-yard line.
A quick throw there out to Williams. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Kyle Williams with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Texans have taken the lead.
Brandon, what we just saw there were two guys who are in sync. The person delivering the ball, but especially the person running the route. Tremendous job. It results in a terrific play.
Carlson now to add the extra point. Oh, how about this? No good. Just his second miss of the year, and our score will stay right where it is.
Daniel Carlson set to kick off.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off.
And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
31-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
Been a little bit of an interesting start. The first drive for him, Charles, they had the passing touchdown. The second drive, he threw the interception. So we'll see what this third drive of the ball game brings.
Yeah, it's kind of tiebreaker, isn't it? I mean, that's a tough part for them and for him because, yeah, things went really well in that first one, not so well on the second one. He wants to get back to what he did to get this game going.
At the 20-yard line.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20.
And they'll run on the inside handoff.
A beautiful spin and room to run. There he goes left side. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. A big play there.
With now 15 rushing touchdowns on the year. And the Ravens strike quickly here to tie up the ball game.
McLaughlin now to add the PAT. And this puts him on top by a penny. It's 14-13.
Ravens 14, Texans 13. Chase McLaughlin set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And a nice return, but he's going to pay for it as they knock him down hard at the end. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. So, Charles, the season winding down, the playoffs obviously not in their future. As they look ahead to the offseason, what spots do they maybe need to fill?
Well, I think that they like the guy who's calling the plays and throwing the ball. I think that he's a pretty good player. Needs some help, I think, on the perimeter, though. Help him out with receivers, because I think if he gets an upgrade there, his play gets that much better, too.
2nd and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. And he'll get about 2 there to the 36.
Look at this Baltimore defense. Against the pass, they're hoping to trim in the opposite direction because right now they're ranked number 26 in the NFL.
Defending the pass has not been one of their strong suits throughout the season, but they have any hopes of making waves in January, they've got to improve in this area.
Throwing here is May. Trying to get it to Chase, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Joey Porter Jr.
And that's what we've seen from this defense all year long, because they've been so good at finding ways to take the football away. And they just gave us another example right here. A strong defense, that's something you're going to need to rely on come playoff time. And this crew has got one. There's no doubt about that, Brandon.
That is caught at the 7. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. That one goes for 16 yards. It sets him up 1st and goal. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3.
And Brad, they went to a nickel defense, and that's a surprise this close to the goal line, because ordinarily you use the back end of the end zone, the sidelines as extra defenders, and you want bigger people on the field to try and help against the run.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. Call it no gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal.
Jackson now off the bootleg. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Lamar Jackson, a 3-yard touchdown run.
And the Ravens add 6 to their lead. This defense, so many things to worry about in the red zone area, but you'd have to almost think that Lamar Jackson running the football, that might be number 1.
It should be number 1. And in this portion of the field where things shrink a little bit because the receivers can't run past anyone because they'll run out of real estate, you should have all eyes on Lamar Jackson when the ball is snapped and try and keep him back in the pocket.
Yeah, I don't think that they were surprised he was running it there. They just couldn't stop him, and he ends up in the end zone.
Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off.
And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
So now, Charles, this drive may be a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Texans football to start quarter 2. As they've got it with a 2nd down and 2 coming up.
I hear the crazy, crazy, crazy. Hey, what's up?
To throw, it's May.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 19 yards the pickup there. Move the chains.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
A gain of 18 on the play. First down, Texans.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. They'll set up the screen to Taylor. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down. Looking to throw. May. He's going to have the hook up here to Chase. So 8 yards on the completion there. And that'll bring us to a 3rd and 4. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. From the gun on 3rd down is May. And he's wrapped up. Taken down. Back at the 25. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sand.
And it's 4th down.
And it bangs off the left upright and deflects away. It's no good. Now after the play, it looks like there's a Texan here slow to get up. Well, always unfortunate to see an injury, especially this close to the end of the regular season. We'll step aside. 1st and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. Fights through it. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. 111 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory, right at the 40. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. The Ravens at 9-6 now. Charles, they were losers last time. What do you think they need to do differently here?
Well, I don't think it needs to be as drastic as burning up last week's game tape or not watching it, but the attitude has to be what's done is done. Let's move on. Put that one behind them, galvanize themselves, and go forward and get a win in this one.
And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out.
That is definitely what we call our defense an uh-oh play. And what you mean by that is against Lamar Jackson, when you see him out of the pocket, your first thought is, uh-oh, he's going to try and run it. How do I get to him and get him on the ground? And guess what? That didn't happen, and his receivers took advantage.
A carry here for Trevion Henderson. And a short gain here down to the 22. And a tackle there by C.J. Gardner-Johnson. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. From the 22 now, here's 2nd and 9. Now Jackson. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
It's always tough trying to keep your guy upright when he's trying to throw the football. When you're dealing with those big, bad guys on the defensive front, it's even tougher. And this time, those guys on the opposite side won the battle, getting to the quarterback and knocking him into an incompletion.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Chris Olave, a 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Ravens go up by 2 touchdowns.
And right there, that fade route, that can be tough to stop.
If you've got the proper matchup and you've got a wide receiver who knows how to go up and get the football, the fade is really, really tough to stop, especially if the quarterback puts it in the right area.
Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And the lead is up to 15 now.
Texans 13. Chase McLaughlin set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. Fighting through at the 25.
Oh, and a nice return, but he takes a big shot at the end of it.
At their own 31-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going.
And the way their last drive ended, boy, it was frustrating. They had a pretty good drive going. It was sustained, and then it stalled out, Charles, and they missed the field goal and got nothing out of it.
Is that insult to injury? Because they had such a sustained drive, as you noted. So you know for the head coach, it almost felt like a little bit of failure to send out the field goal unit, and then you not even see the ball go through the post. What a bummer on that last drive for them. Got to pick themselves up from that one.
Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw.
Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted.
And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. I tell you what, credit is due there on them preventing the touchdown after that interception.
How about him chasing him down and not giving up the pick six? Because what happens a lot of the time is when you see the interception, you just kind of hang your head a little bit and you momentarily pause because you're frustrated. He shook that off and gave great chase and got it done.
Still a great return and very good field position. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
At the Texans' 7-yard line.
And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. This time, Jackson will throw it. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown.
Chris Olave,
as the first half is winding down.
And the Ravens will extend their lead here just before halftime.
McLaughlin for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
Ravens 35, Texans 13. Chase McLaughlin.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. The Texans down on the scoreboard, but they do get the first crack here as we are back underway in the second half. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going.
And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball to the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game. And a nice gain and a broken tackle along the way, and really we shouldn't be surprised, should we? That's what runners do, especially the best ones. They break tackles and gain extra yardage.
On the jet sweep, here comes Williams. Oh, this one, they need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down. They'll set up to throw. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in. The Texans send the punter out. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. They punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. It's a nifty return of 29 yards. And the Ravens, they'll take over. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Well, this offense, this team, they are rolling right now, Charles. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. You look at the scoreboard, and they pretty much right now got this thing in cruise control.
Yeah, and this is that time of game where you and I have to be prepared, right? Isn't this kind of like that empty the bucket time where you have to go into your blowout material and make sure we have some different things? That's what we're staring at right now, the way this one is going.
On the zone read, here's Henderson with it. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. The tally there, minus 2 yards, brings up third down. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he will have a Ravens first down, and he's going to have it by plenty. Able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 2. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging into our second half blowout material.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
But that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a third down.
They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. A gain of 8 on the keeper and a first down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And just good downhill running there as he'll take this to the 15-yard line. 137 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
Hey, sit up.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere.
Tackle there by Nick Cross.
1 yard gain.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
And he'll get about 3 just outside the 10, stopped at the 11.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now.
They go play action with Jackson. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
On for the field goal. A 28-yard attempt.
And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost. But now there is a penalty marker on the field, so let's see what this is about.
Chase McLaughlin set to kick off.
After the made field goal, here's McLaughlin back out there to kick it away. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
26-yard line.
Looking to put a drive together. They'll come out throwing here on first down. Throw left side, complete to Chase. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there.
And his play caller does a nice job of giving him an easy throw to start this drive, and he takes advantage of it. The completion sets up a manageable second down.
From the 34-yard line, here's 2nd and 2. They go play action now. May. Oh, he had a man running free, but he overshot him, and it's incomplete.
Looked like they were set up defensively in a zone coverage, but somehow they found a seam because that receiver all alone. By rights, that should have been a touchdown, but somehow this ball's overthrown.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2.
Crazy. Hey, what's up?
They'll look to throw here.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. And the Ravens are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield.
Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December. Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake, after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Baltimore. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4.
2nd and 6. And here's a handoff out of the gun.
3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down?
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down the game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
It's a pickup of 11 and a Baltimore first down.
It's a gain of 11. And a Baltimore first down. First and 10.
They'll go again with Henderson.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game for the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground.
This is 2nd and 8.
Jackson, options out left. And he's stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
So he is able to turn that into positive yardage, but I think it's fair to say that those are not the shots you're wanting your quarterback to have to absorb.
And he has to know sometimes when to say when. You have to know when to give yourself up, and let's face it, not easy for these guys to do because they're competitors as well. But sometimes you do learn your lesson the hard way, as he did there.
And he will have a Ravens first down as they convert on 3rd and 3 with a nice gain of 7 yards.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on 3rd down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, 3rd down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one.
45 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
as I take a look at the clock, I realize that this drive is eating up a good portion of the fourth quarter already. Gotta tell you, partner, when you're trying to salt away a game, this is exactly what it's supposed to look like.
And he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson with career touchdown number 70. And the Ravens look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this fourth quarter. So the lanes continue to be there for Lamar Jackson to run that football. That his second touchdown run of the game.
You know what I would like? I'd like for us to be able to go into a defense's room after playing Lamar Jackson and watch the tape and see how much of a lane was really there and how much he created just through his talents. In any event, Lamar Jackson finds the end zone, doesn't he?
He always seems to, but that's a good point. We sometimes put blame on the defense. Maybe we just need to praise Lamar Jackson a little bit more.
Set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. Oh, eluding the tackle. And able to get this out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
You see a lot of frustrated faces as they are inching closer to a fourth straight loss. Looking deep here for Chase.
And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
I've got a good friend in football, always talks about predictive history. He's got one of their 2 touchdowns. You can understand why they tried to find him again. Weren't able to connect with the thought.
He couldn't get away. He'll wind up losing a dozen yards, a 12-yard loss, and it brings up third.
But one thing I do know, these guys on defense, they don't want this game to end. They're winning by multiple touchdowns. They've shut down the opposing quarterback in a big way, and they're still picking up sacks as we approach the end of this one.
The offense on third down, just 1 for 5 to this point. This will be third and forever. Back to throw here. And it's intercepted in the end zone. And he will bring this back. It's a pick-6 and a Raven touchdown.
Well, what has been a fantastic game for this defense has been rough for this offense, and certainly a signal caller, Charles, that's thrown all these interceptions. Another one there, and this one taken all the way back for the score.
Partner hoping to hold a nice little spot in the post-game highlights to show this rip of interceptions and great plays this group has made. They've been on it from snap 1.
The extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. So they throw the pick-6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
And they finally get to him out near midfield, but he's all the way across the 45 to the 46.
Any return that gets you to midfield is a great return. 1 first down, you're almost in field goal position.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going.
We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this fourth quarter.
A gain of 12 yards. And the Texans first down.
From the shotgun, it's May. This will be swung out wide for Taylor.
So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll bring up a second and short.
Brings up 2nd and 1 at the 33-yard line.
From the shotgun, May with it.
And now here is another interception. And he will bring this across midfield to the 49-yard line.
Well, they've got the huge lead. Now they have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road and help seal away one of their best efforts of the season.
And he's got a first down following a pickup of about 13 as we will take a pause here for the 2-minute warning. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. First and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. Once again, it's Henderson. And an excellent job of finding the opening as he's got this now all the way down to the 22.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down.
First and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Ready, shot.
They run once more with Henderson. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. Defensively, though, they had a chance there to hit him for a loss. Couldn't get it done.
Looked like someone was able to knife into the backfield, but he wasn't able to get him down. But his compatriots, they were able to grab him at the line of scrimmage and not let him get any further downfield.
Ready, shot. Shot. 180. Ready, shot. Shut up.
And they will take a knee here.
But Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And, partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for the Ravens,
they get a critical 10th win on the year with 1 game left to go.
so that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, and this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. The Ravens are victorious here as we say so long from Baltimore.
Stay with me, you ain't gotta go, you can with me. We could hang out, do the day with me. You tryna be a man, it could stay friendly. We could do the beach, we could hang out. Yes, her and the E go to my house. You could spend the night till we wake up. Do it all again, cause it ain't mud. What is this love? What are we waiting for? Life can be tough, so I need you more and more. You